You see that? Just do bloody glossy paper. Am I showing you there? Hope you're well. A few years ago, this guy. Why are they never called Smith? Cheat ham. Anyway. Get a CD with it. Woohoo! A few years ago, given a Christmas present. I know not everybody keeps those things. I do. Another one for my mother-in-law. Star Wars stamps, which are very cool. Yeah. The Edge. I'll come back to it in a second, but just quickly look. I hope you can hear me. Once. Twice. 3 times, same image. This book's from about 2008. I just want to read this. How about the Hubble? I'll be back to the Hubble in a moment. In one moment. Okay, look. I'll hold this here and you can read it, and then I'm going to read it out. Anyone know about irony? I've got loads of that at the moment. But yeah, pause it and read that if you want. I'll just read it out to you. Having closed to within a mere 379,000 years of the Big Bang, a wall of microwave radiation marks the end of our journey. For beyond this horizon, an ocean of superheated plasma impedes light's progress. From this primeval vantage point, we can discern the overall shape of our cosmic habitat. We may not live on a flat Earth, but we do live in a flat universe. Oh boys, there are a lot of people to credit. Apart from, of course, Tabitha, whoever she is. Picture credits. Obviously, I'm not going to read them out. There is a lot of them. So again, here's the date. And just a couple of interesting things in this one. Last year, they saw some bright spots on Ceres. Discovered last year, apparently. Really? Can you see the date? Look at that pretty image. Underwater training, so the astronauts can fix the Hubble. If anyone's interested, I'll go much more into this one. There are a lot of people that are really new to this, and there's a lot of people that have been doing something along the lines for a long time, whether it's just conspiracies, space. Not everyone has connected the dots yet. It's getting hard to make the videos for some reason. I'm not after making friends, I'm really not. I did want a little bit of interaction. get hardly any comments. I do get some like thumbs up and stuff, and some of the comments I get are nice. They're not always related to the material in my videos. I know I came storming out the gates a little bit. And I'm going to go back over my videos. Sometimes there's too much talking. As I try and point out to my other half sometimes there's too much thinking. And I know I do too much thinking. I can't enjoy it. I'm going to share a lot with you this week. Won't be everyone's cup of tea at all. You see this picture here? What do you see? I've said it before, and it's only an idea. Some people are thinking about stuff, some people are not. What's this? Look at this little spot here. If you focus, it looks like something. Can't do it on here for some reason. Get too dark. Oh. What if you can't see that bit? What if you couldn't see that? Let me show you something else weird in the back of this book, just quickly. This one. Rings of power all the time. You pause that and have a look at that. That is, I don't know. There is just so much of it. Pause this page and look at this one. Hope that's steady enough. I'm going to come back, I don't know, tomorrow I think. I'll be back in a while with something else. I want to come back with an abridged version of one of Bill Bryson's books, written by Fellows of the Royal Society. And some people have been talking about this stuff for a long time, but it was never heard before. Never had a chance to be heard before. Maybe we need to reach out to a few of them, even if you haven't heard of them yet. There's such an interesting piece, many in that book. One of them in particular about the craze that happened with the balloons back in like the 1800s, and how everybody just went absolutely wild for it. If you read a newspaper article in there, it's like reading about a NASA press release conference after the shuttle launch. I haven't lied about anything, but I ain't been open as I'd like to be so far. And it's just that ridicule thing. No one's going to like what I've got to say. None of you. Everybody's looking for the horror story, the dark outcome. I'm one of the biggest cynics you'll ever meet. And I've analysed all the dark outcomes. And they don't make much sense, I have to tell you. I have quite a dark sense of humour. I like the post-apocalyptic films and books. Some people find them too depressing. Compared to my life, they're nothing. They're fantasy. You ever seen that film, The Clockwork Orange? You know where Alex has his eyes glued open and they're brainwashing him into never being violent again? That's the horror story that is sold to you. The truth is the family in front of the TV. You're being sold a horror story and everybody's buying it. I can't find anyone that hasn't bought the horror story. The truth is so much more boring and mundane and no one wants to know. The truth is, it's all about roads. It's all about business. It's not about war and hatred. That's the fucking distraction. Excuse my language. It's all just business. Someone wants us to hate money. No one's come up with an answer yet of how to get by without it. Someone may offer us something, and a lot of people are going to jump on it. If not, they are already with the cashless system. The Oyster card I have to use to get. I can't get on a bus with cash anymore. How's that right? While people think that houses are being bombed for vengeance, they're just being bombed for profit. So that in their place, without being asked, can be built roads and hospitals, airports. If the good people had have known, I feel they would have spoke up. Everyone got distracted, didn't they? As was the plan. And people are still being distracted. Everybody still wants the drama. The horror story still appeals to people. It doesn't appeal to me as much as it did. Life has its own horror, has its own pleasure. I don't need to go looking for more. I don't want to talk about people. I want to talk about people's ideas. I don't want to talk about people, all right? And yet I've got some really nice people that have subscribed to me. The nicest of people, I think. I've got some people who just do the old tit for tat subscribe thing. I do that as well. I do try and go through my subscribees' channels and look through their content, and I like to try and leave a comment or two at least when I get the time. I like to show that I actually appreciate what it is they're doing. For the longest time, no one has had any appreciation for what they've done. My wife goes to work every day and works like a dog. No one appreciates it. She don't like it, she can fuck off and they'll get someone else in tomorrow. That's what they're doing to my kids, man. My eldest is 16, he's going out for a job soon. He'll be working for 5-10 years before they fuck him off and then hire his kids after that. Got to stop that cycle. But no one wants to lose their job. I know it's scary. It's fucking hard. I'm swearing a lot today and tough. Somehow we have to turn our back on these people, and we know who they are because they got all the fucking money. Ain't hard to work it out. Everyone with the power seems to have connections with those with the money. I've got two things I want to share with you. One's going to bum you out. I hope the other one will cheer you up. One's about these things. Oh my, I've been drinking out of them for 15-20 years. I just do hope you can see this. Pause it and look closely at that little fox and his beautiful waistcoat. If you want to read it. We have to turn our back on it all. You understand? I am not buying any more bottles ever. Ever. I want to cheer you up a little bit with a little story of cooperation, sort of. But hope as well. And it was about, oh, as much as everyone's going to hate it, it's about football. And anyone who knows me will think that I fucking hate football. I don't hate football, I just hate what's been done to it. But anyways, the other week it was my, it was the father-son football match for my son's football team. As has happened for the last 3 or 4 years, my oldest has also joined in with this team to help bolster whichever side needs it. And for the first half, my oldest was on my team, and we was kicking the kids' butt 6-0. We also had on our team 3 little lads up at the front, 10 years old, and I tell you, they was magic. These kids coming up these days are magic with their feet. Beautiful football players. Half-time, 6-0. Grown-ups, yeah, we're always winning. We've never lost at the grown-ups. We always win. So to give them a chance at half-time, we give my oldest to the other side, to the kids, and the coach's nephew, 15-year-old, he jumped in with the other kids as well. We kept the 3 up the front. You know, we're old farts, we can't do shit like that. And oh my God, we lost 7-6. They kicked our butts. They played so well. And they cooperated so well, these children. They just run rings around us. Granted, we're old and unfit, and we was all breathing and coughing and falling over and cheating to try not to let them score. It was the best day I've had for a long, long time. Despite the agony of my aches and pains for 5 days afterwards. Oh goodness, I'm so unfit. It's the first time that the adults have ever lost. And if you don't watch it, then kids are coming. And they're going to run rings around us. We can either help them and have a bit of fun, or we can do as so often happens with some of those football matches, which is why I won't go, and you can have the adults screaming and moaning, oh, it weren't my Johnny, he didn't do that. Oh, God, shut up. Go and have some fun, let your kids have some fun and stay out of it. Or help them, encourage them. Don't get the hump when they win. Because they are going to win, you know. We don't know what we're doing with these things, do we? Really? I know some people can make some magic videos. Cooperation again. And being careful of language. You hear a lot of talk at the moment about socialism, communism, and people shitting their pants about it. You only need to fear that which you don't know. And if you don't know, go and find out. Have some fun while you do it, and don't worry if you lose. We all lose sometimes. I don't think that is what it's about. And I hate to disagree with a lot of people. I don't think it's about where we are. It's really not. It's about who we are. It doesn't matter where we are. It does matter who we are, who we be, who we try to be. I want to be better than I was, and I am trying. And I will keep trying. And I will keep sharing, even if people don't like that fucking word. Well, thank you if you listened. Peace and luck, and I will be back shortly.